Okay, you guys, welcome back to the channel. Today is my 2020 year-end dividend update. So we're doing dividends for the month of December. We're also doing a little bit of a review of how the year went. Now, we all know the pandemic made it a horrible year for most people, but the stock market actually did a lot better than most people think. So I thought we would jump in first off and take a look at the dividends that I received in December. Now, this was my biggest month ever for dividends. If we start left to right, you can see that the first one I got was $3.35 from Archer Daniels Midland. I got $3.78 from AGNC. That's my monthly REIT payer. I got $11.70 from Bank of America. I got $4.08 from Crown Castle International. They did raise their dividend for that one pretty substantially, about 40 cents more. 10-cent raise in the dividend price per quarter. Next one I got was Johnson & Johnson. That was $20.83. Coca-Cola for $18.45. I got $7.12 from McDonald's. I got $10.38 from 3M. I got $7.76 from Realty Income. That's another monthly REIT payer. I got $13.30 from Pfizer. I got $6.18 from Public Storage. I got $1.63 from Visa. I got $5.64 from VTRS. You guys, I thought that it came in noted as a dividend. That was actually a cash payment in lieu of, I found out later, but I do have it listed there because it was given. I got $13.56 from Walgreens, $7.37 from Waste Management, $4.69 from Aqua America, and I got $47.85 from Exxon. Exxon, as you know, is still paying us pretty well. All right, so that brings my total for the month to $187.67 from my individual dividend stocks. My yearly total is at $946.54, and to show you the power of dividends, you guys, if we scroll back up to 2019 here, we see that my total for the year was only $199.21. Now, obviously, some of those positions were new last year, and I've been adding to them, but you can see how in 1 year I've more than quadrupled how much I made in dividends. And you can see I do have the taxable noted. The yellow columns are stocks that I have in my Roth, so those are not taxed. One thing also I wanted to show was my ETF and dividend income for my index funds as well. So I have this broken down basically into my taxable assets, you guys. In my taxable account, I use nothing but ETFs, but because I started these tax-sheltered accounts, my tax-deferred and my tax-free, my Roth, I've always had them in index funds. So quickly we can see that ITOT, that is the iShares total stock market. I got about 220 for the year. VEA, that is the Vanguard Developed Market Index. That's an international fund. That gave me about 363. VEU was the old international I used. I did some tax loss harvesting in this, you guys, when it dropped in April and bought into VEA, but that was, I did get one dividend first quarter for $41. VV, that's the Vanguard Large Cap Index ETF. I used that one back in 2018. I had VOO, which you know is the S&P500 index. When that one dropped, I bought into VV to lower my tax cost basis, and that one's done really well since then. And I've got about $263 for the year there. VYM, I'm at $93 for the year. VIG, that is the Vanguard Dividend Appreciation ETF, more of a dividend growth ETF than a just straight dividend ETF, and that one's giving me almost $79 for the year. VBK, that is the Vanguard Small Cap Growth Index. So this does not pay a big dividend, you guys, and it's giving me about $7 total for the year. On the tax sheltered side, VBTLX, this is the Vanguard Total Bond Market, and that's my wife's rollover IRA, and that's giving me about $2,700 this year. VGSLX, that is the Vanguard REIT Index. That would be the same as VNQ if it was an ETF. That one isn't done as well this year. That one paid me $882 for the year. VS Max is the Vanguard Small Cap Index, and that's paid me about $385 for the year. VTIAX, that is the Total International Stock Market Index, and that's paid me about $3,065 this year. The international market finally came back a little this year, you guys. And then VTSAX, which everybody knows is a Vanguard Total Stock Market Index. That one's paid me about $1,541 this year. So totals for my index funds, now remember these are all reinvested dividends that are in my tax sheltered accounts, but just under $8,600. And in the brokerage side, about $1,066. But let's take a look. This is something I was interested in. You notice that when I compare this to last year, you guys, these totals have gone up, but the actual dividends have gone down. Last year, my brokerage account had almost $1,250, and my sheltered account was $92.82. So you can see it's dropped about $600 to $700. One key thing being, if we look at the VBTLX, which that is a bond that pays every month, you guys, and you notice that it was all in the upper 200s here. Now we were actually down in below 200 in the last couple months here, so that one's definitely gone down due to the what's going on with us with low interest rates. Way I keep it here, this is Investing Sensei's spreadsheet that I borrowed from him, and if you guys haven't checked out his channel, check it out. I'll leave a link down below if you want. You can see for the year, when I add in my single stocks and my dividend paying ETFs, for the year I'm at about $1,309.44 as opposed to last year where I was barely $200. So you can definitely see it's going up. If we look at the individual account, okay, looking at my M1 portfolio on the taxable side. Looking at my M1 portfolio on the taxable side, you see that it's about $11,820 right now. Got some dividends in this one this morning. It's doing pretty well. If we look at the Roth side, that's at about $42.09. So it's actually up a little bit as well. Plus we've got some uninvested cash. One position I'm moving going forward in this one is DLR. That's Digi Realty Trust. That is cloud-based storage. And I feel like that's something that's going to go on. Okay, looking at my Ally Invest account, you can see that the total here is about $18,727. That's doing much better. If we look at Vanguard, my Vanguard brokerage account, now I don't have this one up because you guys, it's broken up a little bit the way it shows, but I've got, in the brokerage account for the dividends, I've got some individual stocks as well as some ETFs. And that is $18,644.25. And the dividend portion of my Roth at Vanguard is about $3,008, bringing that total to about $21,652.81. If we look at the big totals here, it's pretty good, you guys. So my M1 total is $16,044.40. Ally Invest is, as we said, is $18,727, and Vanguard is $21,652, bringing my dividend total for year end, you guys, to $56,424.51. That is incredible. Now, the one last thing I did wanted to take a look at here, you guys, is the fact that what the stock market has done, and I'm going to do this with some simple math. So if we look at the S&P 500 chart, and I want to do 1 year, so this is, you see we started at, let's bring up my calculator here. All right, so we see that we started the year at 3257. 3257, if we divide that by our ending, 3756, divided by 3756, we subtract 1, And you see that for the year, we're at about 13.2% in the S&P 500. But here's something that's a little even more interesting. If we go back to the low on March 23rd, we're at 2237. So let's do 2237 divided by 3756 minus 1 equals. So you guys, you can see that since the bottom in March, we've actually rebounded 40.4%. That is crazy. Now, even bigger than that, if we take a look at the NASDAQ. Okay, so let's go 1 year in NASDAQ. So in the NASDAQ, we started at 9092, 9092, divided by 1288, divided by 1288, minus 1. So for the year, the NASDAQ has gone up 29.4%. But if we go down to the bottom here, 6860. So let's put that number in now. 6860 divided by 12888 minus 1 equals. So you guys, if we look at the NASDAQ from the bottom to right now, it's actually come up 46.7% since March. That is insane. Now, as I said, the stock market is not a direct indicator of the economy, but it's pretty exciting when you look at A, how our dividends are growing, and B, how fast we were able to rebound. This just shows my point of always staying invested. No matter what, always stay invested. All right, you guys, I hope you got something out of this. If you did, do me a favor. Drop me a like. It really, really, really helps the algorithm. Gets my videos out to more people, which is important for me. If you're not already subscribed, you know the deal. Hit the red button, ring the bell. All right, we'll see you. Thanks.